This is deeply disturbing. The MAGA Republican politician who purchased Epstein's Zorro Ranch in 2023, where it appears that unthinkable and heinous crimes by Epstein and the cabal were committed. Well, this MAGA politician, Don Huffines, just gave an interview with Matt Gaetz, of all people. And Huffines says that he's already basically demolishing and doing construction work at the Zorro Ranch because he says he's turning the ranch into a Christian retreat for children. Now, this follows the unanimous vote in the New Mexico legislature where they agreed to create a truth commission to investigate the crimes that were committed at Epstein's New Mexico ranch that Epstein called the Zorro Ranch. I did a deep dive into the unthinkable and heinous acts that likely took place there. And the New Mexico legislature, they've just begun their investigation. It's a group of legislators. You have a individual by the name of Andrea Romero. She's one of the co-sponsors. She's a state representative there who's one of the leaders of this Truth Commission. And they want to conduct an investigation. What went down at the Zorro Ranch? Why was there no investigation before? Why did the feds tell the New Mexico AG and the New Mexico do not do sex trafficking investigations? And then why did the DOJ not do investigations there? What else went down there? Epstein purchased that Zorro Ranch in 1993 from a former governor of New Mexico. We know that there were initial FBI investigations in the ranch around 2006, 2007. And when the FBI started to ask the house managers there questions about masseuses and individuals coming in and out and girls coming in and out, the house managers got a call from the Home Office saying, do not speak with these FBI agents anymore. And then the house managers, this was like 06, 07, kicked out the FBI agents, and then nothing really ever happened there again. But we know from the victims and the survivors' accounts that that was one of the sites of some of the most heinous acts. I'll go through that in a moment. But here is Don Huffines right here going on a show with Matt Gaetz on OAN saying that the property's already basically under construction. It's now being transformed into a Christian retreat. He says it was a dark place and now it's going to be a place of light and there's going to be children there and it'll be a Christian retreat for children and families on the Epstein Zorro Ranch. What in the world? And you're doing construction there? Isn't it a location where there's an investigation taking place? If you're isn't there an issue that people have questions about whether bodies are being buried there and and you're doing construction there right now and you're announcing that right after the Truth Commission was created to issue subpoenas and do investigations on the property? I mean, hello, are y'all seeing what I'm seeing right here? Here's Don Huffines. Again, he's a MAGA Republican. He calls himself Ultra MAGA. He was a Texas state representative or a Texas state senator. He went to Moscow in 2018 as a Texas state legislator in order to help Moscow or normalize relations between the United States and Moscow. His whole thing is Trump this, Trump that, Trump that. His son, Russell, currently has a top job in the White House. His son's a young guy currently working in the White House. Hello. Here's what Don Huffines told Matt Gaetz. Here, play this clip.
Now you have plans to take something evil and bring it into goodness, bring it into light and positivity. Tell us about that plan.
Well, of course, that is the main reason I bought the property. This was obviously a dark place, and we wanted to put light in a dark place. It always shines the brightest when you do that. My faith is so strong in Jesus, and it really is. And I'm going to make this, the plan all along is to make this property into a Christian retreat. As a matter of fact, it's under construction today. And that's our goal. That's why we named it San Rafael. We named it Saint Raphael, as you probably know, an archangel, and his what he does and helps people with is healing and being the healer, and also blessing those that are traveling. And we think that's really germane to this property.
Now, I just want you to think about this. He's on with Matt Gaetz. Yeah, Matt Gaetz, who the House Ethics Committee found substantial evidence about Gaetz having sex with an underage girl in 2017, and that he regularly paid women for sex while he was in Congress. That's what the final report said. Here's the headline from CNBC. Matt Gaetz, former Trump AG pick, had sex with underage girl while in Congress, House Ethics reports it. I know you know that already, but you have Gaetz doing the interview with Huffines saying he's turning the Zorro Ranch of Epstein that he purchased at a discounted price because of the history into a Christian retreat for children, and that it's already under construction. What is going on? Here is New Mexico State Representative Andrea Romero, who was the co-sponsor, talking about what the Truth Commission was going to do, what she was learning more, and what people are learning more about what went down at the Zorro Ranch. Here's what she said, and I think this was before we learned about the construction, right around the same. Construction for a Christian retreat is all of a sudden taking place at the Zorro Ranch, which they now call, I think, San Rafael. Here, play this clip.
Thank you for talking to us, Andrea Romero. I wonder, first of all, if you could tell our audience what is alleged to have happened at this ranch.
We know there are allegations that the Zorro Ranch hosted numerous occasions of not only child sex abuse, human trafficking, but other heinous potential crimes at the ranch. We don't know the extent to which these crimes may have occurred or how often. We know that Jeffrey Epstein was operating in our state for 26 years. And so the allegations at this ranch are horrifying for what we already know. And it seems every single day we get a new piece of information that is such a cause for alarm.
Right. Okay. So, I mean, your Truth Commission, which is now being set up, is going, as I understand it, is going to investigate claims that Epstein trafficked, abused, killed, and buried victims on this property. Is that correct?
That's correct. Again, even in the last few weeks, with the new information that we've received from the Department of Justice publicly, we are learning that there may have been reports to the FBI back in 2019 or prior to of bodies being buried, of folks being trafficked. It's absolutely horrifying to learn about these allegations. So we're really grateful to have a Truth Commission since the statutes of limitations have run on so many of the sex crimes that we know about.